So the journal that I'm using today is one I've used since January. It's a Limoam A5 dotted journal. It's kind of my favorite. So the colors that we're going to be using today are 452, 925, 443, and 985, and these are all Tombow dual brush pens. So, starting off with my cover page for June, my theme this month is umbrellas because it's summertime now. So, I've been in that summer mood. I'm using a lot of bright colors. Usually, I only do one accent color, but this month I decided to go a little crazy since I have a little bit more time on my hands to dedicate to my journal. The umbrellas that I'm drawing are a little bit more simple, almost abstract. Oh yeah, there's my head. You'll be seeing that a lot. Sorry. Um, but I'm not outlining the colors exactly right, as you can see on the bottom, and that's kind of my design going forward. So this is my monthly overview. I drew circled squares for my calendar layout, and I just use the letters resembling the days, and then I numbered all of the days after that. I'm using the same font, which is basically bold capital letters, to do June at the top of my calendar. At the bottom, I'm adding an umbrella in the light blue shade that I'm using. Later on, I will be adding more, which you will see in the flip through at the end, but for now, I just have the one. Moving on, I have a gratitude tracker. I haven't done this in the past. Usually I just do a line a day where I just say what happened, but I decided that this month I'm going to write something that I'm grateful for every single day. So you can see me making my box for this layout, and I decided for this 2-page spread to do a yellow and orange base spread and then a blue base spread on the other side. So I am numbering the days on the left hand side, and we'll be coloring all of this in my yellow Tombow dual brush pen and my orange. On the other side of this spread, I have my skin tracker. Not many people have a skin tracker, but me being a teenager, it's good to keep track of how my skin is doing and different habits that help my skin so I can improve it. So I have the same box spread. I've been keeping this spread the same since I started bullet journaling in January, but I section it off into the 4 different weeks of this month. I already did the first 2 days of this month in my May spreads. So I section it off in the week that I am logging for, the breakouts that I have, the reasons that the breakout might happen, and I also have trackers that I keep track of. I used to have habit trackers separate, but I realized that the only ones I really cared about were the ones that I keep in regards to my skin, which is how often I wash my face and how much water I drink. So I write each day of the week down, and I will circle in every time that I wash my face twice a day and when I drink over 60 ounces of water. I decided to add a little pop of color on the title, so I added blues onto the gratitude and the orange and yellows on the skin tracker. And with that, it's on to the next spread. This one is a sleep log that I keep for myself. This is also just to make sure that I'm getting enough sleep, and I used to have it so that I just logged how many hours of sleep I got, but soon after that I decided to change it to tediously writing every hour of the month and logging in which hours I slept, so I know if I'm going to bed really late or waking up really early for the reason I'm not getting that much sleep. So I'm writing all of the days of the month on the side in varying colors. I start with my orange, go into blue, and then to my yellow, and then to my darker blue. And I'm going to skip past me writing like 900 characters. So here's before and after. There you go. On the other side of this spread, I have an expense tracker. For this, I keep track of what I've spent on my credit card because I need to get into the mindset of saving because I just graduated high school, and with that comes debt. I already know it's going to happen. So I need to make sure that I'm starting to log what I'm spending my money on so I can keep track of that and keep a budget. When I was drawing all of the lines out, I realized that it kind of looked like a beach towel, which is really fun. I love having all these bright pops of color in my spreads. It really makes me happy and excited for summer. At the top, I labeled the date, the description of what I bought, and if it gained money or lost money. Then I decided, since there was some room at the bottom, to draw some umbrellas to keep in the theme on the bottom of my sleep log. Next was my brain dump. I used the same block letters that I used for my calendar and the cover page of June. My brain dump, most people use it as a place to put random lists and tasks they need to do, but I use my brain dump more for journaling and writing down things that happened throughout the day that I really liked, or maybe things that I didn't like so much, but I really like looking back on these, seeing what happened. Again, adding some more umbrellas to keep on theme, and now we're on to the weekly spread for this week. I decided to change it up. I usually go with the same couple themes, but I decided to do this little box layout, kind of resembling my calendar layout that I did with the circled edges of my boxes. So I put the little calendar in the top right corner and put a little outline around that to go along with the rest of the spread. On the left side, I have my events for the week, so I split that up into 7 different sections for each day of the week, and I numbered them and wrote the days of the week on the highlighted part. After that, I decided that I should probably keep that theme going and highlight the top bar of each of my boxes for the day. It did help since I kind of screwed up on a couple of them, so I was able to go back and fix my mistakes that I had made. After that, I wrote in the same lowercase print font the days of the week across the highlighted portion and wrote the numbers of the days on the right corner. After that, I thought it still needed a little sprucing up, so I added, of course, more umbrellas and decided to write June up in the top corner in the same font that I had been, with a little bit skinnier since there wasn't as much room. After this, I did write 3 through 9 since that was the days that this spread was meant for, in a smaller font. I wasn't too big of a fan of it, but I went with it anyways. And here we have the final flip through. I'm super happy with how it turned out. There were a couple flukes that happened throughout, but I'm still super happy with it. It has all the bright colors. It gets me excited for summer, and I'm just super excited to keep planning this month.